Good morning, happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the dragons in the sky. What's going on in the world of role-playing today? Well, it looks like Fandom is ending their association with role-playing games. Who's Fandom? Well, Fandom was the company that ran D&D Beyond, and they have the rights to the Cortex role-playing game, which, amongst other things, is currently going to be producing the Dragon and Prince Tales of Exadia role-playing game. Cortex, I know we haven't heard anything from them in like years. But yeah, they have sold Cortex to Dire Wolf Digital. Yeah. That means that they've sold off all their other stuff that they were doing that was gaming related, like D&D Beyond, and now they're selling off the few licenses that they have for Cortex, and instead they're going to be I don't know what they're going to be doing. I guess let's see, doesn't say, but yeah, so the rights to the Dragon Prince role-playing game and the Cortex role-playing system are going to be now run by Dire Wolf Digital. Who's Dire Wolf Digital? They are a company that makes video games, I guess, and some other games. They made Clank, if you're familiar with Clank. It's a board game. They made Eternal Chronicles of the Throne and a Dune board game called Dune Imperium. So up till now, they've just pretty much made board games and video games. They've done Pokemon Online. They've done Root Online, which I enjoy playing. They've done the Game of Thrones board game online. They've done something called Eternal Online, and then their tabletop games are Eternal, Dune, and the Clank series. And now they're getting Cortex. And what's going to be in the Cortex license besides Tales of the Dragon Prince? Well, there's the Cortex Prime role-playing system. And I think that's all. Wasn't there a version of Marvel that came out years ago for Cortex? And there's a game called Hammerhead that's right now being done by Cortex. And that is it. I thought they had some other games. But that's it. Funny, I could have... yeah, I'm looking at their site. And we have a very long explanation of how the Cortex system works, how the Hammerhead system game works. But that's it. Yeah. I could have sworn there was other things that had been made for Cortex, but I can't remember. I think there was a Marvel game for Cortex, and maybe was the Firefly game done by Cortex? And I think one of the original Doctor Who... I don't know. It's hard to remember what Cortex did because they're obviously... Yeah, but their big thing is the Tales of Exadia, which, if you remember, made a lot of money on Kickstarter. Not as much money as the Blade Runner role-playing game, but it was up there. It was like 8 million, 9 million, something like that. So there was a big hoopla that we would see the Tales of Exadia role-playing game come out, and I don't know, it would be huge. I don't know why they went with Cortex, such an obscure company, but they did. And now Cortex has been sold off to this Dire Wolf Digital company. Hopefully they will continue to support the Tales of Exadia Dragon Prince in some form, because it's such a cool cartoon on Netflix. But that's it. So yeah, I guess congratulations to Dire Wolf. And I don't know what Fandom's going to be doing now. I guess going back to just doing fandom-based publications and magazines and, I don't know, board games or who knows. Anyways, that's it. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to subscribe. Are you a fan of the Dragon Prince show on Netflix? Have you watched it? If you haven't watched it, do you want to watch it? Do you care? Till next time, I will talk to you later. Now get off my land.